Can trying to be more intentional or trying to do more come off as needy, desperate, or rushed? Okay, you know what? I laughed at the question at first, but I see where you're going with it. No, because if I'm not needy, desperate, or thirsty or whatever, when I'm being intentional, it simply means I don't waste time. I'm not wasting my time or even her time. If you're desperate, needy, or thirsty, you're rushing. You're not doing it because you value your time. You're doing it because you're desperate. And that should make sense. Me and my little yeah, toxic, but it's getting childish. Should I leave? Dog, excuse me. You need to have zero tolerance for games, toxicity, bullshit. Listen, y'all need better standards, bro. Holy shit. I never even thought about this, making a video on standards. And why I describe myself as picky. Because there's so much shit I will not deal with in a woman. And I don't mean sometimes, like, okay, if I like her. No. Zero tolerance, like, at all. She could be the baddest chick in the world. She could have her legs wide open on my bed saying, please take it. You could have it. I would not give a fuck. She could have $1,000 on the table. I'm always going to stand on business. You always got to be willing to stand on your principles. Because guess what? When the moment you don't, she's not even going to respect you as a man. And after she lost that respect for you, you're done. You're cooked. She might still find you attractive. You might still be together. But the moment she lost respect for you as a man, you killed the highest value that woman has. Damn near the highest value a woman has. And after that, she'll walk all over you. She'll run you. She'll know she'll figure your ins and outs. Women are smart, bro. They're very, very smart. Especially emotionally. They start figuring out where your buttons are. Gene Mubs, I appreciate the 15 months, my G. Dog, she lose respect for you, right? And she started figuring out how she can, like, manipulate you in certain ways, meaning she throw an attitude, you start kissing her ass. She get mad, you start pandering to her anger. You can name the example. Every time she done figured you out, she got you. But you know the man that she doesn't got? The man who will always say, I'm not dealing with that shit. Goodbye. That's the man she like flips right up for. She blocked me and that shit cooked me, but I'm cool of her. What do you mean, should you leave her? Nigga, she blocked you. She already won. The best... Oh my God, you did not come in here and say, should I leave her, and she blocked you. Are you serious? Leave her? Do you want a restraining order or something? Do you want her to take it a step further? Like, what do you mean? You want to know something? Remember I showed you that once. Remember I told you I don't even know if that was a story, right? But I described that one situation where I told you that girl blocked me, and then also later, so I did not give a single fuck in the world, right? I don't even remember what the reason was for, but ended up asking me if she can hit me up, and I said, go ahead. And you know how she, like, listen, dog, y'all don't understand positioning. Derek the Don, I appreciate the 4 months. The funny part is, a bitch don't even gotta block me. Sis, you will never hear from me. Like this, I'll block you in real life. We just won't talk. We just, like, I don't care. But I don't even really run into situations often. Like, I can count how many times I don't block women, bro. I can't even, only time I block 2 women, right? And this is 2 out of, like, let's not even make a number up. But 2 of them. One, she was blowing my phone up and she thought that shit was cute. And I said, stop blowing my phone up before I block you. I hate when, if you know me, I hate my phone ringing. Like, I hate vroom, 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 vroom. Like, I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Let me see something. But I hate when somebody blows my phone up. She was blowing my shit up. So I blocked her temporarily for that. Secondly, this girl kept trying to argue with me about some bullshit. Like it was a text we sent with each other, right? We was texting, And she had took a screenshot of the text and put it up there. It was anonymous. But I'm like, did you just post us texting? So then she had a, but they can't even see it's you. And blah, blah, blah. Blocked her. Get off my phone. Get off my phone. I don't even play these kind of games. Get out of here. Like, those are the only 2 times I've had to block women in my life, bro. Yo, time about to move out of state to a new high school and leave some great friends. Any tips on moving on without looking back? Bro, I have to be honest with you. You sound like a loser. How do I move on without looking back? What can you do? Walk home? I don't know. Maybe my mind just so quick that way, bro. But like, what do you want me to say? Oh, you need to make a photo collage of all your friends' greatest memories and put them on your wall. And then when you think about them, just start writing letters. Like, bro, move the fuck on, bro. Yo, man up, bro. He a young boy. Man up. Man up, dog. I remember I was like 11 years old. And my mom moved 2 hours away from Philly. See, we ended up moving back like 2 years later, right? But dog, I'm telling you, like, I grew up in my same block, my same project building. Since I was in 2 years, since I was born, she was in that spot. And I done had the same dudes I grew up with since we in pre-kindergarten all the way up to 4th grade. Dog, that shit tore me. But I guess why I got over it. I don't even really remember being tore. I just remember it was like, all right, it's like, you know, I guess this is what happens. Like, you roll with the punches, man. Tips in working a job for the first time, how to move with it. Be more specific. What are you talking about? You should make videos giving advice on content creation similar to the one you made when you hit 55K. That video, I really gave a lot of gems in there. I don't really know what else I would say to you as a person unless it was had me look at your channel. And I've had people who actually use that advice and said their channels have grown. And I've seen channels go beyond 100K with that. Then until I stop bullying these young, I gotta be real with y'all, man. I gotta be real with y'all. But you talking all this like she blocked me and all that, bro. Y'all deal with too much bullshit, bro. Y'all need to realize this. And this goes to the women too. Your life is too short. Dog, my life way too short to be dealing with some bullshit. To be stressed, to be mad, to be angry, to be hating, it's way too short, man. You think I'm about to go be in a toxic situation arguing with her? She rejected me. Like, I ain't, bro, life too short, bro. I really just don't have the time to waste for it. If you let a woman know about her bullshit, tell her you're not here for games. Is that so-called bitching? Loser. I just know you're a loser. Because why do you care about what somebody would call it? You already told me you a bitch. You already just told me you a bitch. If I do something, then I stand on why I did it. I don't give a fuck what you call me after that. I said what I said. You ever set up a P.O. box? Not yet. Some of them like, yeah, she fucked my mans, but she was my first love. Please help me. Like, just that's like the bar is so low. I literally think she could steal from you, slap your mom, stab you, pop your tires, and you still would talk to her. Like, y'all, the way y'all just treat yourselves, man, with y'all limited life. You got one life and you gonna let your life be like that? Man, you can pay me to do it. Honestly, tired of bitch behaviors is still within me. I try to suppress it. Y'all, the jokes write themselves. Did I just read that sentence, chat? Did I say, G Mubs, I appreciate the 15 months. And Derek the Don, I appreciate the 4 months. If I didn't, I'm going to make sure I say it just now. Yo, I can't make this up. I can't make this up, bro. I can't make this up. Can't make this up, bro. Toxic extremes where you believing that just join the nigga said slap your mom. Cheat on him, come back. Bro, like self-esteem. Like, y'all need to look at it like this. If you don't have the self-esteem to leave her, you so in your emotions, you so whatever, dog, you think about it like this, bro. Like, you get one life. You really gonna let your shit go out miserable like this? I couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Ty, I like this girl so much, and she cheated on me 2 months ago, and she said she will change. Do I take her back? What do you think? But just take a wild guess what you think I'm gonna say. Fucking y'all, yo, I'm like, y'all just make bad decisions. It's crazy. Like, that's really the simplest answer of y'all lives. Y'all make bad decisions. I'm trolling, chat. Chill. Nah, the nigga want to cop out. Nah, the nigga want to take the plea. Nah, nigga, you said what you said, bro. Go ahead and take your cheating ass girlfriend back. And cry about it later. Recently watched the video, non-verbal skills of Snowfall with love more vids like that. No, I went in on that video. And the Godfather one. Yeah, buddy. Ty, she stole. Yo, if y'all gonna troll the whole stream, this not gonna be the kind of stream y'all want it to be. Ty, she stole all my money and all my homies and got pregnant. And she's making me pay child support, but I love her. What do? If I was you, I would actually shave my head bald, be on the first flight to the Philippines, and change my name and start over. JMP God, I appreciate the Twitch Prime sub, baby. I would really consider that. She just ended your whole career, bro. Your whole My Player is over. Like, that's your life right there. Ty, she stepped on my bed with shoes and popped my tire. This might be the funniest one, because you imagine a bitch stepping on your bed with shoes. Man, I pray for her. I pray for her, man. How do I stop being so timid? Okay, so the only thing you can do is be a man or stop. And the moment you decide to stop bitching, which is a simple choice, it doesn't require any motivation. It's just a choice. I think I need y'all to realize something. And it's been cooking in my head, and I want to write in depth about this in my book, right? You got to realize something, chat. You are always constantly creating yourself, right? I need y'all to follow me here. It's about to be so simple. You're always creating yourself. Every decision you make creates more of yourself. Think of it like I have a block of stone, and every time I do something, I create another dent, and I'm constantly shaping myself out. So you're saying you're timid. The more you do timid shit, the more you act timid and shy and nervous and reserved and bite your tongue and don't approach that woman and act scared, the more timid of a person you'll be. It's that simple. I don't think y'all get it, because when you really look at life like this, you would understand why you need to nip certain habits in the bud instantly. You don't even need to let those habits build. And if you already have those bad habits, you're either conditioning them to continue or you're going to stop them right now. So you decide, bro. You decide. But life is really that simple, bro. It's really that simple. Anything you are right now, you are either going to keep creating more of that or create something different. You need to decide right now. Can you say that again? I'm screen recording. The vibe will be posted. It's okay. Somebody probably clipped that too. I'm not reading that message, bro. Y'all know what message I'm talking about. DeRay Vicious, I appreciate the 6 months, my G.
Flexed.
It's going after every girl wrong, Ty. Do you want every girl? You that thirsty? What? I mean, if you go after every girl you want, then that's fine. But to go after every girl is crazy. I mean, shit. I ain't gonna stop you, player. But But I'm just saying, bro. It's, ugh. Oh man. What he said? Timmy Turner ass nigga, just stop being a bitch if you gonna be a bitch. Own it. That's what I'm saying, bro. What do I do if my crush likes you? She probably can't touch me, so it don't matter. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Can you act too confident and turn her off? You know what the problem with this question is? Let me say yes, and then you're going to change who you are, cause you're a bitch and you're weak as fuck. So you're not even really confident. I'm so confident. I'll present who I am as I am. It could turn her on. It could turn her off. She could like it, love it, hate it, dislike it. I don't give a fuck. I am who I am. Oh, that turned her off and she didn't like that. I don't give a fuck. I am who I am. Y'all started becoming shapeshifters for the puss, man. Y'all will do anything, bro. What pussy do y'all be having that makes y'all do this? I really don't know. I really haven't seen it, bro. Is there a video by standards on the page? I've never thought to make one, bro. As that's like the writing on the wall to me. If you don't have standards, how could you even watch my content? Well, that's where we get questions like y'all. If y'all had standards, y'all wouldn't even ask certain questions that y'all ask. That gorilla grip. Okay, this is the point I was making. No pussy is worth my standards, my manhood, my principles, and my identity. No money is worth my principles, my morals, my standards, or my identity. That's the simple answer. If you have a price or a situation in which you will withhold, me and you don't even probably see eye to eye spiritually. We're two different individuals at the core of who we are. We definitely can't even communicate on a certain level. Cause you are I can't even call you a sheep. You have no backbone. You have no spine. You're not even a man I could relate to on certain like a lot of levels, really. Superficially, we both might like women. We both might enjoy having sex and getting money and stuff like that. But you wouldn't even be able to understand where I come from in life. Cause I'm a man of honor. So if I stand on the shit I do and the shit I say, and I have dignity and I have principles, you're gonna think something different, and we wouldn't even be able to be on the same page, bro. And Chad, this is important. Cause I would not be able to have homies who are tricks. I would not be able to have homies who can beg woman, chase woman, are desperate, horny, needy. I wouldn't be able to, bro. The lions can't hang with the sheep, man. It's just two different sides out here, bro. Homies who fuck anything. I mean, I got homies who, I ain't gonna lie, I got homies who fuck anything. I tell you, I got a lot of homies with well over triple digit body count, bro. Not saying that means I do. You're not who you hang around, chat. You're not who you hang around. But I do know, I know niggas that be fucking, bro. So that ain't got nothing to do with me. It's about you out here begging, you out here chasing, you out here like, come on, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, you if I found out, we call that shit out too. I remember we found out my man's was DMing something like you cute boo or something like that, and we trolled this nigga forever. And it's this same homie was like, yo, when he ended FaceTime, his first FaceTime call with a girl, he troll her and say I love you, and then end the call and hang up fast. Oh my god, I can't make this up, bro. Jesus Christ. I feel like many men never had a dad to model after. So how does someone become a man without ever having a father figure? You have a blank canvas. Then you gotta set your own standard and not be. You gotta know what type of men reflects your standard. I mean, at the end of the day, you are your greatest reference. You should be your role model, right? Because if you're not living to your ideal or how you want to, then what the fuck are you doing? Chat, somebody reposted the plug channel thing, right? and commented on it was the I knew this was gonna get posted on the play. I just knew it before I even told it. Reposted the joint, right, with the one I explained in the bar with the chick, and I went and said the crazy shit to her and followed her on Instagram after that. And the nigga commented on that thing, oh, if y'all can't tell this content, or y'all can't tell this story fake, or da-da-da-da. I think what blew me most about seeing that like it had likes too. I think what blew me most about the comment is that I don't even ever really tell stories. To one insinuate that I would have to lie about a story it just blew me. But if I know it really happened in real life, then whether they think it's a lie or not don't matter, right? The second part that blew me was the like audacity to come from this mentality. Like, why would I even, dog? If you thought that story was a lie, nigga, you wouldn't be able to. Let me tell half the shit I didn't say. Let me tell half the shit I don't come on stream and talk about. Nigga, you would think my whole life is you would think I'm just creating a script or something. You would never be like, and I had to realize that some niggas just don't got it, bruh. And then when niggas don't got it, they'll be like, oh, top 10 things that didn't happen. My fault, brother. My fault, brother. Just go ahead and tell me your experiences is bland as fuck. Just tell me your life normal as fuck. And I'm glad like some people see it once they start exposing themselves to the levels of confidence and charisma that they can have. I had a Patreon call, right? So the guy was talking about how he said, yo, I started to use what you said, and I started to understand how sometimes, he was telling me this story, right? Now, I even said this to him. So ironically, I seen it in the fucking chat of the plug when they reposted this. I'm like, I said this to him on the call because he was telling me a story of how it's a gym he goes to, and there's this pretty girl in there or whatever, and her stepdad, she comes to the gym with her stepdad, right? And he said her stepdad put him onto her. And that next day, he was already going over her crib. Or within like the next 2 days or something like that. Now, as he's telling me the story and describing the events, not one ounce of me said, this story is fake, or he's bullshitting and he's lying. Because I know when you a opportunity, when you a with a mouthpiece, when you a conversation always ready, dog, the doors that open for you as a man, the shit that you get into, the situations that you come up from or something like that, the average person don't even know can happen. An average person won't even know. How can I get a woman through her mom? How can her mom try to throw me the door? How can her stepdad throw me the door? We all at the gym. How do I even get a woman? This average nigga is struggling to even approach a woman. He not even seeing how a circumstance could be her mom put you on her step pop or she do some other, like, you're not even, it's two sides to the game. It's like you're struggling to get your fundamentals down packed, but then you get your shit right. The experiences you have once you start moving a certain way, you see life a lot differently. The experiences you have when you move like that is a lot differently. For example, Karita, I appreciate the 21 months.
Hit some crazy shots.
Exactly. So for example, y'all remember we reacted to the messages, right? And the dude was like, the girl was chasing him, right? In the text messages. And I was just reading them, reacting to him. And somebody said something in the chat about like, oh, it must be this or da-da-da. But that's normal. They have never seen a woman be that desperate for a man because they've never seen a woman chase after them like that. They've never seen a woman defend why she likes them. Or I'm not saying for your ego you want to see a woman beg. But when you make a certain kind of impact on a woman and you really had a certain type of touch in her life, my nigga, she will fight for you. She will put the effort in. So if you barely getting ghosted and flaked and not even getting texted back, you've never even seen that side of women. So sometimes I have to remember that a lot of niggas just don't know what they don't know. A lot of niggas just don't even know the other side of the ball game, bro. There's a world beyond the world that you live in, and it's crazy, chat. Like if I told y'all some of the stories of the shit that I've seen and experienced in my life, the shit that I've done, motherfuckers would be like, yo, man, he made that, but that's fake as fuck, man. He made that up. That story's cap. And if you an OG Patreon member, you know about some of the shit I had on there with receipts on there that I had to delete because it got too big and stuff like that, and I didn't want certain things getting out. So you might know some of the things or some of the shit I would show y'all on there. Proposing threesomes, me taking a bitch from a boyfriend, her, all the shit being on there that was on there. That only OG. If I tell these stories, if I break them down, niggas be like, bro, that's cap, bro. That's cap. It didn't happen. It's not real. It's not true. But it just blows my mind. Y'all can't even be open to winning. Y'all, yeah. Snakes, 11 months. I appreciate that, my G.
Yeah.
That's one thing I realized. Despite learning from you, I realized that experience is the best teacher. You always say, I'm trying to tell y'all, brother. Niggas don't even know. Like, the winner's side of the table is just so far from the average experience. And not based on looks, clout, status, or money. Mouthpiece. Mouth positioning. With the same woman. Oh my God, if I could just get y'all to see this shit. And the only reason like I said, I deleted all them older things on the Patreon is because I like a certain level of privacy in my life. And I was small enough back then to where I would share certain things and it just was able to be small, but leak shit. Look. So I don't play them kind of games no more. I don't play them kind of games. Even, actually, never mind. Let me not say that.
Brother.
Elaborate on Mouthpiece. Develop a Mouthpiece. Where do I start? It's the magic that makes it all happen. I think that when people think of a mouthpiece, right? The only thing you really need to think of is a man who's effective with his words. You know how people always say, oh, you know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. A nigga with a mouthpiece, what he's saying is influential. He knows how to. Some people call it the gift of gab. Have you ever heard of that? Some people call it the gift of gab. You could look at an expert salesman. You could look at somebody like the Wolf of Wall Street, like how he said he used to break down on phone calls. That's a mouthpiece. A mouthpiece just ain't just got about like, oh, I approached her and I got her number and I you know, whatever. Bro, a mouthpiece can close a business deal. A mouthpiece can I can't even describe it, but it's just being very intentional about how you use your words. You're very good with your words. So you got a mouthpiece compared to somebody who doesn't. Give both of us 5 minutes with the same woman. I'm so far along in my conversation because each of my sentences have positioned me or made an impact. And this other dude's talking about Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. Like he's bullshitting with his words. But I know how to use my mouthpiece to position myself. I know how to throw myself an alley-oop off the backboard. I know how to finesse. I know how to seduce. I know how to flirt. I know how to charm. I can use my words. I can speak and get myself in and out of doors. It don't matter. Completely separate from a woman. And the better you are at doing that, the better your mouthpiece is. And if you're thinking about developing that, right now that we just described that, I'm going to be honest. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. The ways I really develop my mouthpiece is just out of pure determination. And what do I mean by that? My mouthpiece what really came in clutch when I was getting myself into universities and my grades in high school really wasn't that tough. And I leveraged how I approached these college fairs, how I talked to them, you know, letting them know like, hey, listen, I know my first 2 years wasn't good, but here's my, you know, my last 2 years, here's the classes I'm taking. Took this SAT prep course. I got this other SAT score. This is all my mouthpiece. I'm saying all this to build my case, making a relationship with this person, to which then I ended up building that relationship. They gave me a connection, and I ended up getting a full ride from it. Example of a mouthpiece. Determination. This is more on the toxic side of things, but guess what? Like at the end of the day, it has helped me develop my mouthpiece. Like I tell y'all, certain things that I've gotten caught up with other women, let's not even get into it. But having to come back from being down 30 and finesse it and clutch it without begging is what made my mouthpiece have to be sharp. Because I was too prideful, so I didn't want to beg. I didn't want to be on some desperate shit, but to be intentional with what I was saying. So everyone, I'm telling you, the more you start making your sentences matter, the better your mouthpiece is gonna get. It's just about like putting yourself in situations where you gotta work. You got to work on that shit, bro. Positioning, being determined to get what you want and using your words to get you there. So practice networking with persuasion. Fine, if that's how, if that's what understand makes sense to you, then go with that. I think that's actually a simple way to put it. So you're basically saying you should stop wasting time, show them who you are, and having attention while talking. When I gave y'all an example with that college fair and how it helped me get a full ride, not only just me, but 3 of my other friends, and then 2 more after that, right? All full rides, and some of us to different universities, right? I said the example because I would go in there to this desk, right? Just imagine this. It's a college fair. Have you ever, and y'all know what a college fair is, right? There's different, it could be a state college fair, it could be a HBCU college fair, and then it'll be like a list of 10 to 20 universities. And they'll all have these booths. They'll all have these booths, right? And it might say Penn State University, it might say Rutgers, it might say, all these different universities will have their stands, right? Now they have cards, they have pamphlets, brochures, shit like that. And then there'll be either 1 to 2 people. That's what I usually see, 1 to 2 people behind the desk, and that person will be wearing like the college's uniform or like the college's jersey, right? Now, I actually wasn't even aware of this at the time, but because I was I'm saying was, but because I was so keen on how to talk to people, how to influence people, how to get what I want, and I knew what I want going into these situations, it was like a perfect match, bro. Come to find out that a lot of times those people behind those desks at those college fairs play a big part in who they are in their university. Like the lady behind the desk, she's not just some part-time person who just came here and showed up and represented the university. Dog, she might be like the co-admissions director or the recruitment officer or some shit. Like she has a position, right? A position of power or influence. And not only that, because of that position, there are connections that she even has at the university which can push and pull favors. I didn't know this at the time. All I knew, I was going in here with an opportunity and I wanted to leverage my mouthpiece because I knew my resume wasn't really that strong. I had like a 3.0 or something because my first 2 years of high school was bad. I told you I was getting in trouble, getting into fights, fucking around with women. Like I wasn't really worried about my grades. But my last 2 years, I cooked. I took AP courses. I had a 1300 on my SAT. I actually cooked my last 2 years. So I was going and talking to these people and telling them my story. I was marketing myself. And from those conversations, it positioned them to say, you know what? I like this young man. Take my card. Right? And not even take my card on some bullshit shit. I had offers from all these universities because of this conversation. In fact, the university I actually ended up choosing, right? I got into the honors program through this. Well, I had to still get interviewed and make it through that, right? But even during the interview, my mouthpiece, nigga, you know why I stood out in the interview? Because most of those students who went to interview for the honors college, right? They were going in there nervous. They were going in there, oh, I have to prove myself. I have to get them to like me and get accepted. You know what I went in there with the mentality was? I went in there and said, I know who I am. I literally remember one of my strongest sentences during that interview. I said something along the lines of, this is all mouthpiece. I said something along the lines of 3.0 GPA is bad. I went to a college prep high school, so I had people in there with 4.3s, 3.8s. People went to Brown University, Princeton, NYU. Like my high school was compy as like it was really a top tier high school. So when I say 3.0, it was the standard of my school. So 3.0 was bad for the standard that we had. Now listen, back to what I was saying with this interview shit. I remember one of my strongest sentences in the interview was something along the lines of, I know what my plan and vision is for myself as a leader and what I want to do for my community. And if this honors program is a good fit to help me develop my skills for my goal and my plan, then that's why I want to be here. And this positioning, I never forget I said that, dog. Because when I said that shit, I was like, damn, I cooked. Dog, you should have seen their face after I said this. And I ended up getting accepted immediately. I got that phone call that weekend. People had to wait months for their decision. I got that phone call that weekend. Now listen, So after right, we had that conversation, right? Well, after I said that in that conversation, the point was I leveraged my mouthpiece to sit here and show them I know who I am, I know my value, I have a sense of self-worth, my vision is very clear, and I'm letting you know your position to me. I'm not sitting up here begging, trying to prove myself to you. Please accept me so you can turn me into somebody I'm not. I said, no, I know who I am, and we're either going to benefit each other, and you're going to benefit me in this way. You know what kind of audacity you gotta have to say some shit like that? You know how well you gotta know yourself to say some shit like that and to stand on it? And guess the fuck what? It only played to my advantage because they knew when they could recognize a motherfucker who handles shit and gets shit done and is a leader and actually is influential. And it all came from my knowledge of myself and my determination. I'm trying to tell you, now, Chad, did I give y'all some examples of mouthpiece? Because I want to get more specific when I talk about shit. I don't want to just be like, oh, have this and do this and blah, blah, blah. I can get specific because I live everything I can talk about. So I don't have to sit here and talk about it like it's like I read it in a fucking book or it's some make-believe shit. Nigga, I live what I talk about on all levels, on any level. And I don't even have to use mouthpiece with women because it's the same thing. You could actually go back and look at the fucking edit I just had with the Destiny Wife situation. And with all due respect, actually let me reserve that comment. But look at the conversation. Look at the difference between, especially if you went to watch how the other contestants talked to her and how I talked to her. Mouthpiece. I'm a man of many passions and many interests. So I have a heart. What? Every sentence I'm using, nigga, it's painting a picture. Even from the first, I said, you know what? I'm going to get straight to it. I heard you say this. Why do you think you're too much? And okay. So really what you think is blah, blah, blah. And then I commented on every sentence count. Nigga, you want to have, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Y'all get too much shit for free, man. And let the Patreon niggas tell it. This is a whole different ballgame on there, bro. You was not trying to be there. They were strictly Yeah. You see, I tell y'all, it's like, a lot of times y'all can tell when I really don't want the woman. I mean, Sneeko texted me, was like, yo, come. I didn't even know who she was. I knew Destiny had a wife. I knew he had an open relationship, but I didn't know it was her. I don't know her from a can of paint. I kind of just went on there and just did it because it's nothing to me to run my game. But it was the perfect opportunity. It was the perfect opportunity to give y'all something free, to give y'all something to review, something to look back on. Listen, this is what I'm saying. I'm always looking for an opportunity to stamp my mark, nigga. Examples of people with great mouthpieces to study. Go the fuck outside, loser. God damn. Did I not just give you the keys? I think y'all are so used to stuff. Yo, chat, let me tell you an example. And people who are about what they talk about understand this. And I actually didn't get this at the time. I used to be a procrastinator, a little bit of a lazy student back then. My pre-calc teacher, right? She was probably had one of the tightest work ethics I ever have seen in my fucking life in a human being. Like, if there is peak performance in a human being, she had it, dog. Like, she would be up all hours of the day. Math. She taught like the AP Calc classes, AP Calc 1 and 2, the pre-calc, and she was, though her penmanship, her arithmetic, her knowledge of math in and of itself was impeccable because of the work and the hours she put in. She always let us know the standard. She's like, in college, you should be doing this many hours a week. But I told you I went to a compy high school, so our teachers were tryhards, right? Dion, Sanaya, I appreciate the 4 months. Let me tell y'all, bro. So this is the type of person she is. She was a fucking hard worker, bro. A grinder. Like no talent, just all hard work, and she surpassed so many people because of that, right? Now listen. It was one thing she would always say when she would introduce a new subject or a new topic within the course, right? And she would show us how to do the problem. She would write it on the board, explain the problem. But she always would say, excuse me, because I had to burp. She always would call random students to the board and then she would be like, you can't get better at basketball you can't just only get better at basketball by watching highlights or reviewing film. You have to practice, my guy. You have to. I can sit here and review all the film in the world, watch every single Taekwondo video, but until I implement it, until I rehearse what I'm doing, and make it a part of me and do what I want my way, it's never going to become natural. It'll never go into who you are as a person, ever. Mention what she said about the hours. I don't remember what the hours was she said specifically. Probably like 4 or something, 6 a week or something. I don't know. I don't know. I remember she was about business. And guess what? I actually should have added this when I was talking about the AP Cock 1 and 2. So when in high school, right? When y'all offer different AP courses, they measure like what's the percentage rate of people that got. See, when you take an AP course, that can count towards a college credit. It's a college level course in high school. If you get a 5, that's the highest score. A 4 is second to highest. 3 is like passing for most subjects. Some subjects you got to get a 5. Some subjects you need, depending on your course, you need a 3 or above to get a credit for it, right? Now, her AP courses had the highest percentages of 5s in the entire school over AP biologies, AP writing, AP whatever, AP literature, I think it is. Y'all know the other AP classes. I only took AP bio myself, and I passed, and I got my college credit. Now, but she had the highest percentage of people who had 5s. I'm telling y'all, she was no joke. And because of her, and because of people like her and the chemistry teacher I had, I was able to go to college. I finished all my maths my first year, college statistics and college calc my first year, and had a B+ in both. Well, I think statistics I had like an 88, and in calculus I had like an 86 or something like that, which is like a B or a B. It might be a B+. I don't remember. But that was only because I wasn't doing the homework in both of those classes. Like I ain't gonna lie, I used to be lazy. Like I would only care about my test grade, and then like homework is just so I was doing different things with my time. It's the best way to start implementing it. Plan of action, bro. Plan of action. But this is the thing, Chad. Y'all gotta really like appreciate what a standard is, bro. Like, because my high school was so try hard, college felt so easy to me. And I was in the honors program, bro. Like, y'all, listen, I always compare this example. Let's say you played for Alabama or Georgia, right, in college football. We all know these are like some of the 2 top teams in college football, right? If you went and transferred to a D3 university, like those are D1 universities in college football. If you went and transferred to a D3 university that's like the worst in their division, the standard is set so high coming from the good schools you came from, or the high work ethic, the training, how much time and hours y'all put in, how y'all talk in the locker room. When you see the difference in the standard, you will realize how your standard puts you so far ahead of other people. You at some point you don't even see them. Like your standard can be so high for yourself that you don't even see other people. You don't even realize how high your standard is until you see how low other people's are. Like, damn, dog, you only go in the gym and do two sets? You only do 6 reps? You only go in the gym? Like, you don't even see it until you, but that's only if you got a high standard, though. Only if you got a high standard, man. Only taking a look at it on our stream. You can hit me up on Patreon. I actually do that for some people. I review their content and channels and break it down and, give them review and criticism. And why can I say this? Because I've had multiple channels I've had growth on and helped other YouTubers who have over 100K. So I'm not just talking on my ass when I say I do this. And also have positioned myself in my channel where I go missing a month or don't upload 3-4 videos. I remember when I was in university last spring, and like I said, I was taking 5 courses at a time. This is a full-time student workload. I was going live like, I'm gonna say like 5 times in a month, and sometimes I would upload 2 videos in a month or something like that. Dog, people's channels die when they disappear, bro. People's shit dry up. It's positioning. It's positioning. A flop for me is the video might do 20K, 30, whatever. That's a my flop. And at the end of the day, I don't even judge it based on the numbers. That's the crazy part. I know how to for you to judge your craft, whether it's art, music, or content, in a way where you understand the supply and demand of your audience, and you can start breaking out. I don't even want to get too much into it. Do you like Amish men? What are you talking about, brother? Yo, Todd, could you give us some tips on building your belief in yourself? I struggle with this in sports and it hinders me because I know that if I don't trust myself, I can't expect anyone else to, but I still struggle to break through the wall. Put it like this, bro. I don't believe in myself. I try. You know what? I said this. I just said this on Patreon to somebody. He said, what the fuck was what was the thing? Oh, he said, how do I develop belief in myself? I think that's what it was, chat. And I said, or he said, how do I develop confidence, or how do I develop trust in myself, or something along those lines, right? And I said, confidence, trusting in yourself, and believing in yourself is not a how. It's a who and a why. Meaning, when I took a risk in my life that changed my life, right? When I took that risk, that risky situation, it wasn't how did I trust myself. It's who I was trusting. Me. The who matters. If you know you're a bullshitter, a procrastinator, a liar, a delusional person, a fucking person who beats around the bush, the who is already fucked up. So you can't even trust yourself because the person you have to trust is, you know you can't trust them. Then the why, my purpose, my reason for trusting myself, or the reason for trusting the decision I wanted to make, was that fundamental and important to me that I was willing to go against any risk. That's what the trusting yourself is about. It's about the who and the why. It's not a how, what, when, where. It's none of that bullshit. It's who. Me. I trust me. Why do I trust me? Because here's how determined I am, or here's what makes me so determined to achieve this goal. Wherever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, in my situation, I had a whole beaten path with the pre-med shit. Like I said, I gave up a lot when I put this content on a priority, bro. I gave up. Now, mind you, I still went back a semester after that. Bro, I gave up not only a full ride at my university. I was getting paid to go. A couple thousand per semester. Then on top of that, I was also in the honors program. There were only 3 black men in my grade or group of the honors college. There's like 20,000 people or 16, 17,000 people at my university, and only 400 honor students. Finally, y'all, I appreciate the 22 months. There's only
22 big 22 months FBI.
Appreciate that, brother. There's only, let's say there's like 18,000 students at my university. Only 400 honor students. And out of my honors year, it was like 83 of us or something like that. And only 3 of us was black. And 2 of those other people I brought in with me when I introduced to them to the connections I had. And then they got the same offers, the same extension. And that was the 3 that we came in with. And shout out to both of those, my guys, because they just graduated like last week or a week and a half ago, whenever like 2 weeks ago probably. Like, dog, I'm trying to really get y'all to understand, like, this shit is a fucking like lifestyle. Yeah, I see that trusting yourself still isn't enough because of how weak humans are. You have to rely on something that will for sure not fail you. Well, I don't fail myself, so I don't know who the fuck you talking about. Yeah. If you fail yourself, that's a choice you decided to make. You know what I'm saying? But I also do believe in God. Put a deposit down on an apartment, but I haven't found a job out there yet. What? I got a few thousand saved up and a situation came up with my car, so I don't got it no more. Should I commit fully and just move out because I'm stuck right now? Okay, let me say this too. Yo, PZ6, I appreciate the 7 months. Suppress, I appreciate the 14 months. I didn't trust myself just because, like, no reason. I mean, at this point in my life, I've developed that where I could, right? But even then, I still don't. I don't trust myself for no reason. I trust myself because I'm highly calculated. I'm highly calculated and strategic about how I think and everything I do. So when you ask me a statement like that, You saying, should I commit fully? Dog, it don't even sound like you have a plan. Why would you trust yourself? I trusted myself because my vision created a plan. Now, if you don't believe in me, if you didn't believe the plan I had could have happened, then that's where I have to prove to myself that I was right. But what the fuck is trusting yourself without a plan, bro? Like, without a vision? That's delusional, actually. I'm gonna be honest. Your third eye is closed, my nigga. The eye that can see. You know what I call the third eye, chat? The eye that can see with your eyes closed. That's why we call it vision. Right. What's your vision in life? Come on, man. This shit really deep to me, chat. It really is deep to me. Cause I was able to change my life, help change other people change their life on a small scale and a large scale. Support my parents, support my siblings, and do all this within years of time. Before I was even 20, before I was even 18, really. The content shit is all only a mere result of the type of time that I was on when I decided to be a certain type of man. And I remember as early as that I was like either 15 or 16 years old when I started to take myself and my life serious. And all that shit has paid off. To this day, every single decision. Now we need a video autobiography. Utilizing the mouthpiece to succeed. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I ain't had a man, what? I would not have. Actually, not even gonna lie. My work. I'm very smart, and I could work hard. So I'm not gonna say that. But I'm gonna tell you something. My mouthpiece plays a big advantage on a lot of my success in so many ways. I mean, just look at that. Look. I'll just give you a random example. Look at my Cheyenne and Melly collab. I don't do anything that anybody else does. I don't pay women to collab with me. I don't fly people out. I don't beg. I don't do none of that shit. I didn't even go on grilling with Cheyenne. We know each other personally. That's Mouthpiece. There's an individual bro. I'm trying to tell you, brother. If I would get into the details of how my Mouthpiece serves me so many advantages in life, it wouldn't even be funny. Y'all wouldn't even fucking know. Like, dog. Oh my God. How do you manage your income? Do you invest or something? You talking about do you invest or something? I do a lot of things with my money. I invest, I save, I budget. I think I've have plans to increase my income that work, and I've proven that work, and I consistently always try to upscale anything I do and add more value to my community and content in the world in so many ways. But to say how I manage my income, really budgeting, investing, and stuff like that. Would you collab with an author? I mean, if it made sense. When you see a sentence like this, chat, where he'll never be a winner. When I start dropping content, I will study the algorithm. Do you know? I'll tell y'all this. I had just turned 18, just graduated high school, and I started working this job at H&M, right? And I had an afro back then. I really wasn't getting my hair braided that often. I didn't like braids on me like that much. But that's when I started to get into it, right? I had like an afro, right? I told y'all I would use my hair to block my AirPod in one ear or the other and listen to podcasts the whole time. And what the f were these podcasts about? It's always something educational. But I remember it was a time period, it was strictly on content creation. Studying the algorithm, how to make titles, thumbnails, how to edit, what helps people grow, what produces the sustainability, marketing, branding, hours and hours and hours. And I would be doing shifts, let's say 4 or 5 days a week, 10 to 7, 1 to 10, 3 to 11. I'm at this job for hours. So I said, you know what? This is time that I don't want to just waste. So I was on the clock while learning. I was triple doubling my time. I wasn't just at work clocking in, just at work bullshit. Nigga, I had a podcast in my ear folding clothes, ringing up customers, saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, I probably would pause it when I would talk to customers, but dog, I was triple, quadrupling, doubling, and maximizing my time. That's how hungry I was. And you want to come in this chat and say, when I start posting or when I start dropping, I'll study the algorithm. You don't want to be ready. You got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready, my nigga. That's the way of living. I was ready years I would say like about a year and a half of events of my channel actually blowing up and growing. But everything I learned years ago, or any channel that failed years before that, all helped me make TyKwondoe. All helped me make this how I did. Lazy for real. I don't know what it be, bro. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all just don't want it enough, man. Y'all just gonna keep lying to yourselves. Y'all gonna keep bullshitting. But guess what? We on season 5 of this year. We on season 5, my nigga. It's May, and it's almost the end of May. You know how fast May just flew by, nigga? See, another season 5 of another year of your life as a TV show, and you in the same position you've been in. That ought to make your stomach turn, nigga. That ought to make you sick at the bottom of your stomach. If that don't make you get up and do something, I don't know what can. I really don't, man. I think a lot of y'all need to sit there in silence and think about how you get one life. Like, this is it. Like, really look yourself in the mirror and say, this is it. And then when you realize that this is it, then look in the mirror again and say, is this how I want it to be? And if the answer is no, get up. Start working and stay on it. And stay on it. That's the key. Staying on it. A lot of motherfuckers get opportunities. A lot of motherfuckers. Everybody get an opportunity. I don't give a fuck what you say. The universe is going to hit you with something. Everybody get hit with an opportunity. Not a lot of people capitalize off of it, bro. Not a lot of people, whatever. Send me a bag. Send me 500. A bag for what? Don't worry about me. I'm straight. Appreciate it, Tyson. So I sent me the dean to college number. Why would you wait for me to send it to you? What if I said no? Would you now have nothing to do? Come on, y'all losers. Wait for somebody else to do it. I taught myself how to make my own thumbnails, and they weren't great, but they got the job done. And I have a video with almost 1 million views from, I garnished how many subscribers I did off of me making my own thumbnails, me figuring out how to use my camera, how to set up stream. Like, I taught myself this shit. I didn't build my first PC. I built my second one, but I taught myself, what all this shit, chat. What quality internet I needed to stream at this quality. What parts my PC needed to bare minimum to stream and play the game or have double screens up. I taught myself this shit. I'm such a self-made man. I tell you, I'm so quick to use my phone to pull out something like, what's this, what's that? I'm heavy on I got it. Now the thing about that is, you do want to, when you scale and get bigger, you do want to start allocating time to other things. You don't want to just be a one-man team. But I just had the level of determination to fucking do it. I was willing to sacrifice my life, sacrifice talking to a woman, sacrifice going outside, hanging out to be a one-man team. I could do it. I already was introverted. I'm already introverted naturally. As good as my social skills is, guess what? That was a part of my plan, nigga. I started to, from a psychological standpoint, realize that, social skills are so important. I don't even think y'all, I said this a couple streams ago. Do y'all understand the world is ran by humans? Don't you understand that humans have emotions? Humans have a mentality. Humans have a mindset. Humans have consciousness, etc. And that as a human being, the better your social skills are, the more of an impact and impression you could leave on other people, in turn allowing them to help you out and leverage that to your advantage. Now, not in a manipulative, sinister kind of way, but like you carry yourself a certain kind of way, dog. Doors, you can open doors that can't be bought. You can open doors that can't be bought. You can make relationships and build them to get benefits that can't be sold. I'm telling you, oh my God, y'all just don't know, man. Y'all just don't know, man. And it's sad because we're getting in the age of social media, dating apps, and people don't even talk. And COVID also made people, blocked off. You put your mask on, but human beings are always going to be human beings. It's in our nature. We've been human beings longer than cell phones or technology has existed. So we'll always have our human nature. And when you start understanding that, my nigga, oh my God. I need to write my book on human nature. And then, what, bro? Thoughts on being nonchalant and not caring what a girl says. Why does not caring what she says make you nonchalant? That's not what makes you nonchalant. I don't give a fuck about what nobody says. I hate when you losers ask questions like this, bro. If a girl or girls consistently do nice things for you, are they just a good person or do they want something more? Why does it fucking matter? You one of them niggas that need choosing signals to approach a woman. I don't wait for signs or signals. Signs give you permission to do something. I do what I want. I go for what I want. I'm a man. I'm a hunter. I'm assertive. I'm decisive. So I don't even think like that bullshit ass question you just made. It wouldn't make a difference to me. Because if I want something, she already knows it. Ty looks tired. I've been up since 9 a.m. I went to sleep the night before, 4 a.m. I always look like this, chat. I don't know. Do I look tired? Don't think I'm tired because I'm looking down at the chat and I look over here. My eyes are just slim normally. But, like I said, bro, I'll tell you, I be getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I go to the gym every morning. Like, bro, like, my energy is where I need it to be. Sick of y'all shit is crazy. And I do a million side. I tell you, I do a million side quests a day, bro. Like, my sleep just gotta get sacrificed, bro. For now. It's just the grind I'm on. How do I stop fumbling the bag with quality woman? Oh, you just told me you was a loser in that sense. Chad, do y'all know how did he just tell me he's a loser in that sense? How did he just tell me he's a loser? Fumbled. Quality. No, he's not a loser for messing with quality woman. I mean, why would you mess with anything that's not quality? Fumbling. You can only fumble something when you are the one who lost. I would never say I fumbled a woman. Ever. Ever. Sweaty armpits is crazy. Am I not a fucking human being? Is it not? It's like y'all act so childish, bro. Y'all been thinking y'all cooking. He thinks he's not good enough for quality woman. See, this is how my sentence would look. First of all, prolific Amar, I appreciate the 2 months. I get bored of women easily. Like, I get really bored. I get bored very easily with women in general. Like, I don't know why I just tend to get bored. But you talking this bullshit about, oh, I'm fumbling quality woman. And then I don't even be knowing what y'all be like. What the fuck? What is a fumble? You said some stupid ass shit. You wasted time, beat her in the bush, lied to her, tried to manipulate her, tried to be sneaky or something. Like, what did you do? Because you don't fumble when you live like a fucking man. There's no such thing, bro. And at the end of the day, it ain't my loss. She could be impeccable as a woman. It still ain't my loss because guess what? My life was on track before I met her, and it will stay on track after I meet her. And if you think it's a fumble because she's pretty, she can suck good dick, she got good as y'all think is like good or something, and whatever the fuck, your standards are so low. Leave my stream. We can't even talk. You wouldn't even be able to understand anything I'm gonna say to you for the rest of the stream. I could tell we're not even the same kind of man. I could even tell. I didn't take advantage of the opportunity. That's what you call fumbling? You don't realize, nigga, I'm the opportunity. You niggas, see, I said this in a video I had 2 years ago when I did that Haley E date, right? And the funny part is, before I even knew Steve or any of the Real Game No Theory panel, we coincidentally said the same shit. Dog, when you see yourself as the opportunity and not the option, and you know why you're an opportunity instead of an option, talk to me, brother. Y'all gotta wake y'all game up. Talking about I didn't take advantage of the opportunity. Nigga, I'm the opportunity. I'm probably the one who created it or set myself up to take advantage of whatever that opportunity was. Based off of what I said, what I did, or how I positioned myself. Come on, bro. Do you read the introduction to books? Nigga, front to back. Y'all niggas keep trying to take shortcuts. Stop putting women on a pedestal. You know what I say? I say I don't look up to women. I lift them up. I don't look up to women, but any woman that messes with me will definitely be elevated mentally, spiritually, emotionally, sexually. I lift women up. They get lifted up with me. I always make sure I'm pouring into any woman I deal with. And you know, she's benefiting. She not just getting from me, and that's if she even got that. Give you the opportunity of a lifetime, bro. Yo. Alright, what if you already and you had her crazy over you from that? First of all, if your dick is the only thing that can make her crazy over you, I feel bad for you, brother. But you be showing her too much interest. Oh my god. Yeah. I just know you from the real pill community. Okay, K Gunna 99. You know, I kind of realized this. We're gonna have to de-engineer a lot of the way that these content creators have y'all thinking. So this is why I will embrace addressing certain statements like this, because we got to reconstruct y'all thoughts. Let's break this down. You said, what if you already you had her crazy over you from that? First of all, as a man of substance, as a man of many things of value, my dick is already, I'm holding, my dick is the fucking value here. Yo, she used to niggas who want to fuck her on the pedestal. Me, I take my dick very seriously. I take my time very seriously. So for her to even get my time, my attention, my any resources of me, is already showing that she has earned that some way, shape, or form, or I'm giving her the opportunity to, right? So you already saying she crazy over you from that. If she is not crazy over how you think, how you see the world, the things you showed her, taught her, or how you talk to her, how you make her feel, how you treat her, what it's like to spend time with you. I'm on number 8 of the list by now, right? And I'm just coming up off the top of my head. How you move as a man. Shall I go on, chat? I just named 9 things off the top of my head that she can go crazy over and fall in love with. And you talking about your dick. I didn't even get there yet. That'd probably be like 42 on the list. So you already low standards. Your bar is already low as a man. And whoever taught you that, whatever. Now mind you, but he said, but I be showing her too much interest and attention. First of all, oh my God. Y'all the niggas that have to try to spoon feed women or give them scraps in order to keep them interested. I'm the opposite. The more time she spends with me, the more we talk, the more she gets to know about me, the more she wants to know. It's like peeling back a layer of a fucking onion. Every layer she peeled back, she like, I want to know more. We had such an interesting conversation about this, the time we spent, and we went here and he was telling me about that. And then, you know, when I learned this about myself. And then every layer she peels back, she wants to know another one. She just keeps going deeper and deeper into quicksand. So already we just different. So when you spend, first of all, if a woman is obsessed with you and she likes you, there's no such thing as too much time, unless you start getting clingy and desperate. But that's different. It actually turns into she wants more of your time, she wants more of your interest, and she wants more of your attention. But 2 types of men, as we can tell. But I'm trying to help you move to the other side here. And then you say, and she kind of loses interest. First of all, as a man, take all of these words out of your fucking vocabulary and write every single one of these down. Kinda, maybe, sorta, coulda, shoulda, would've, if, may, might. Only 9 I can come up with right now. Take all that. What the fuck is kinda? Did she or did she not? So I'm gonna assume she did. So she lost interest. You can't even say a statement with any type of clarity, decisiveness, or firmness. Y'all got too much fluff in y'all language. Let's keep going. Then you said she loses interest from that. What do you do? Keep in mind it's a relationship and she still likes you, but she likes you more when you're not worrying about her. Oh my, I feel so bad for y'all. Y'all gotta live your entire life. You think you gotta live your life playing a game with a woman to keep her interested and to keep her liking you? You know how miserable of a life that is, that you have to keep playing a game to keep her around? Imagine all you had to do is be yourself. What? Oh my God. I addressed enough of that in there that I wanted to address. I addressed enough in that sense I wanted to address. Hopefully that shifted your mind in some kind of way. Oh my God, here we go. Another word a man doesn't use, stuck. Add that to the list, chat. Yo, Tom, I'm stuck between whether I have confidence in myself or is it my height. Oh, here we go. I'm 5'5", by the way. By the way, I'm from Caribbean, so the girls here are mad into the social media stuff. They're delusional, too. We gonna have to perform surgery on y'all brains after the shit that this content world has done to y'all. Literally, bro. It's crazy. Like, y'all lose before y'all even start. Because listen to the narrative in his head. You know the narrative in his head? Before he even gets out of bed in the morning, before he even puts his clothes on, goes outside, goes around a woman he might be interested in, or even produces a sentence out of his mouth, the narrative in his head already is, I'm 5'5", I'm too short, I'm not good enough, she won't like me, she wants a guy taller than me. Let me make up another one to just finish it off with 5. I don't qualify for her standards. This narrative in your head is already, I'm a loser. The moment you walk out that door, you already thought you was a loser when you went out there. Then you want to see a woman you want to approach, you already told yourself you was a loser. Y'all are scrambled, bro. Like bad. Like maybe if I was tall enough, she would like me. Nigga, do you know a bitch could like me with her eyes closed? Actually, her favorite things about me is the shit she can't even see. Come on, man. What are y'all doing? Y'all don't have the... Oh, my God. You know what she really like a man? Dog, she will put up with any random boy. Man, he 5'7", but I love him. Who he is. I love him. But you won't get this kind of advice and perspective from men who are used to making impacts on women based on their clout, look, status, and money. And only getting women to choose them based on these standards. You gotta see somebody, or I mean, the funny part is, even Kevin Samuels said this. It was a video he was talking about with the guy. It was actually one of the funniest clips, but I actually seen the full thing a while ago. And it was one of the clips Kevin Samuels had. He was talking about the guy, and he was like, so you're overweight. This is your height. You don't even have a job. You make this much a year. You're RP Kevin Samuels, man. Then something he was telling the guy, he was like, one of the smoothest dude I know is the ugliest motherfucker I know, and he can get any woman he want. This is Kevin Samuels. This is somebody that they always lean on in reference, talking about this bullshit of these women's standards. But he's telling you himself of his own life and experience of a super ugly motherfucker he know that gets women. Y'all don't understand that the influence.
Didn't recognize me until I put on the mask.
Appreciate that, St. Julix. Appreciate the 12 months, man. And y'all will underestimate the influence of this shit because again, you can't. A guy's not going to be able to vouch for it, show it, or mention if he doesn't even know it exists. If he doesn't even know how influential it is, bro. And actually, if I was a man, bro, I would hate that the reason this woman likes me or is with me because, like, the sole predicated reason. Now you can say was given an opportunity, right? And in that case, it would only be because of social media, right? But let's talk about if you see her in person. You don't even use any dating apps. You're not even on social media trying to get women through there, but you're in person. All right, y'all gotta remind me because I'm gonna finish my point I was cooking when the ads come back. I'm 5'7". I'm taller than a lot of chicks. I don't get it. I was with a girl for 8 months who took hours to reply and was always busy. Before I found your channel, now I realize how stupid I am. What connection were you making just now? What were you cooking? A woman is allowed to say I'm not her type, but she doesn't even know what a type is. Come on, Gil. You've been listening. You've been paying attention. I know you always watch the content. You've been paying attention. That's one of the infamous lines right there. How can I be her type when she's never met me? I'm unique. Oh, well, she likes guys that look like that. She don't even... So she's playing on the surface level of men. Her experiences have set her standard. So she don't even know what she'll experience when she meets a man like me. She doesn't even know what a man can be. Just think about this, chat. You gotta understand why this shit means so much. Oh my god, man. Tells the content creator for confliction between making content you know it's more promised to get views versus where your heart is going. No, just look at my channel. I post shit that doesn't get a lot of views all the time. UKA Hayes, I appreciate the 5 months, baby. I post whatever I want, bro. Todd, what should you do if you catch yourself in a love triangle with 2 women? Keep it a bean. I've been in a love triangle with 2 women. I kept it real with both of them. You know, this is when you start to realize the truth always gonna reveal itself. So you might as well tell it and stand on it. Does it even matter when a woman takes hours to reply to your messages? No. Not at all. It does not matter when she takes hours to reply to your messages. Listen to me say it first. It does not matter when she takes hours to reply to your messages, nor does it matter if she texts you back in milliseconds. Neither matters. You're paying attention to the wrong thing. When you open your vision more, you'll understand what I mean. And we could talk about it. But how fast she responded quickly, bro. She likes me. Like, that don't matter, bro. In the grand scheme of things, when you start knowing what to actually pay attention to, you'll still realize that don't matter. How do you manage your time while working a job and being in college at the same time? I actually didn't. I didn't have a job in college. I was getting paid from school, so I didn't have to work. Also, my parents didn't want me to work in college. I'm telling you, my pop, man, we bump heads about this. Cause I'm so independent, Chad. It's like it was like a disease for me. Like I need my own money. I need my own motion. I need my own, like, I don't ask for shit. Like, that's just how I am. And I got such solid parents too. Now my parents aren't super well off. You know what I'm saying? My pop makes more money than my mom. I don't even get into the details, but my parents, the money aspect of it. My parents are very supportive, very, like genuine, honest, straightforward parents. And they let me do what I want, to be honest. My mom was the more strict of both my parents. Point being, I didn't work in college, bro. And managing my time when I went back to college and I was doing this content shit. I mean, you go look at how many videos and streams I did back then. The time did not get managed, my nigga. I would stream 4 or 5 times a month, post 2 videos. Like, it was getting bad. And I ain't even gonna front it. Like, that shit was getting bad. I didn't have any life at all. But it was the sacrifice I was willing to make. Thanks, bro. Maybe I didn't articulate it right, but it's like women are more interested in me when I'm not focused on them and focused on my purpose. It's like they be obsessed with my ambition and grind more than when I'm actually just chilling and taking all the time. Well, let's do some quick science or quick math real quick. She fell in love with A. A turns into B. She no longer is like B because she liked A. She met you. You were an ambitious man. You were a man of principle, focus, and discipline. You start getting all in your feelings. Now you all up under her, crawled up under her like a snuggly wuggly bear. You lost all your principles. You lost all your ambition. You're not even the same man she met. You transformed into a whole different man. Why would she still like you? She liked who she met. Loser. To make sure you remember your point, last thing you said was imagine you don't use social media to get one. All right, the point I was making is that a lot of these guys who predicate their entire success on women with look, status, and money oftentimes use a lot of dating apps or oftentimes just don't approach women daily. And I don't mean 2 or 3 or at least 5 plus. And 5 is a low, humble number. Point being, they don't even put themselves in situations or circumstances where they can leverage social skills or see it work wonders for themselves or in another person's life. So you also follow their footsteps. Oh my God. I don't even want to get started on that rant, bro. Cause now I forget what conclusion I was gonna get to with it. Tell my girl wants to do a threesome, but she wants to pick a guy and will leave me if I don't agree. I will leave her first. If I don't agree, should I compromise and keep her or lose her forever? Lose her forever? Why? Y'all pissing me off. I'm not even laughing, bro. Like, if I have to keep talking to losers today, I'm gonna lose my shit, chat. Like, I'm not even trolling, bro. I'm like, whether that was a joke or not, I'm tired of the loser mentality, bro. Like, leave that shit at the door, bro. Please. Lose her forever. What the fuck is this, a Disney Channel movie, nigga? I lost her forever. So you rather lose yourself forever, right? You rather compromise who you are as a person. You'll lose yourself before you lose her. Fucking loser, man. You suck. How could you betray? This is how deep this shit is to me. Trolling or not, I'm really about to go here. How could I betray the one person who knows me without even opening my mouth, without explaining to myself, and who always will understand me, and who's going to go in that casket with me when I die? Why would I ever throw this under the bus, betray him, disrespect him, or lose him? I'm the only person who's been there since the day I was born, and I'll be in my casket with me on the day I die. Why would I ever play with this? Y'all are crazy, bro. Crazy. The game changes when you come back from a foreign country. Oh my God, get this loser out of here, bro. You trying to tell that to a guy who's been to how many foreign countries? Come on, bro. Why are you always making some shit about everything outside of yourself, bro? Instead of realizing you're the common denominator with all of your experiences in life. I told my man you could approach more than 100 women a month. Niggas said I was crazy. Oh my God. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. 100 in a month is crazy. See why niggas thought 1,000 in a week was insanely a lie. Yo, I'm telling you, I don't even realize how, like, that's why I said earlier in the stream, you don't realize how high your standard is until you realize how low somebody else's is. And I talked to this guy, and he was like, hey man, I haven't been having any, fortunes with women. And I was like, how many have you came in the last week? 0. Okay, so you want to talk to me about, like, you only got 2 swipes on Tinder in the last 2 years, but you're not even making any attempt in your life to make a change? But you'll quickly complain about the condition of your life, but you have not done anything to make a change? Absolutely absurd. Delusional some of y'all are. There's nothing I could do with a person like that. You want to live life in your head. I don't live life in my head, brother. I step on what I think and step on what I say and what I do. And I live my life. I experience life. I don't think through my life. I don't imagine how my life could be. I don't hesitate and wait and doubt, and I live. What is living if you ain't acting? Yo, if you're doing reaction, you react to DJ Eat It and analyze the contender's risk. We could react to Reddit. You should put it in the Reddit. 143 in a day is a lot, you gotta admit. It's relative, because if you say 143 in a day is a lot, and the guy tells you, like, oh, I was able to come at 300 in a day because I was at the mall from... I mean, that's honestly extreme. Like, you need a lot of time in your hands to do that. But it's relative. Trying to get my social skills up just by talking different people of different ages, whether it's old, middle age, etc. Doing this to better myself and speaking to different people. So that's good. That's real good. I'm honestly I'm tired of replying to the losing in chat, bro. I'm over it, bro. I'm really over it. Nigga said lose her forever. So you'll lose yourself before you're willing to lose her. It blows my fucking mind. That blows my mind. Y'all don't even see the bigger picture, man.